People are being triggered by the way that you take care of yourself and by the way that you just go about getting what you deserve. Hi guys, my name is Junie and I hope you guys find something here in this video that either resonates or just helps you along on your journey. We are starting off the video here today with some Jupiter energy in Leo in the second house. So what I'm getting right off the bat is that definitely the love you're pouring into yourself, how you go about getting your money, your work, you're running your errands even, but just basically just straight up your values at the end of the day and the way that you go about doing it your way, creatively, being unapologetic, definitely is the theme here. It's really expanding and opening people's worldviews. And I feel like it could have started with you too, the way that you even got here to maybe this phase of your life where you feel like you're taking much better care of yourself, and you possibly you could feel like, I guess, this vibe of like expanding, opening your eyes, your worldviews, like really being expanded here, and possibly could have. I feel like recently in like the past 6 months, uh, definitely with the card here that we're getting, I appreciate others and their views. And with that Leo energy, it definitely has something to do about being oneself, knowing, being in their authenticity, their own true power, not being swayed by others' views, being themselves and being unapologetic to express that. And I feel like this is you. And the way that you expanded your own world and the way that you got to this level of self-love and self-care, values is a big theme here, with being centered in oneself and not being afraid to take action afterwards. Um, and it was, I feel like it was the way that you started witnessing others in their lives take care of themselves, and you started appreciating the way that they lived their lives, possibly taking into account others points of views and like philosophies, and maybe started studying or just started like maybe experimenting, and maybe that's the way that you developed some new like sort of self-care routine, possibly did a whole 180 in the past 6 months. I'm picking up on, or and I feel like when people witness this in you, it starts to open their eyes and it gets the gears turning in their heads, but not just gears turning, like actual, like they go home and think about it, like actually expands, like not only gets the gears turning, but starts opening up something else, literally, legitimately, just by you being yourself. But not only that, but sticking to your core values and still taking action on top of that. So let's go into the tarot. Let's get some cards and see what we got here. Starting off with Eight of Pentacles, but in the reversed. So definitely, you could have been maybe like someone who's very hardworking, but you were putting like such like minuscule. It's weird. I'm hearing like minuscule effort, but I feel like a lot of effort, but it was like in the like minute, like something about details, like over detailed nitpicking, like in the wrong areas. And I feel like something had to have been expanded. Or this is like sort of like the way that like others are seeing, it's kind of the way that others are being triggered when they see the way that you live your life and the values that you present. It starts to make them want to, like, it lights a fire under their ass, and they want to like get up and like start getting shit done, or start developing an actual routine, an actual like pragmatic way of going about things, like a detailed one to step point A to point B, sort of the vibe is I'm getting here, for sure. Hard work, again, like I said, you gotta crawl before you walk, walk before you run before you fly, or do anything of the other sort. But again, getting to like the next step, the next tier. Something here was awakened within you, and I feel like that naturally just awakens things within others, is the vibe I'm getting here. Then we've got the Lovers in reverse. So definitely about like a choice that had to have been made, awakening definitely really strong core values, making people question their choices, big life choices, again, at the end of the day. And with the Lovers here, it's about like also like intellectualizing what goes on around you and the decisions that you're making in your own life. So pretty big energy here because that's a major arcana card. So I would definitely say like the vibe I'm getting off of that is definitely like the way that people get triggered, like when they see you, whatever it is that you're doing. It could be in your daily life, but just I'm getting the way that you show up and show out. Doesn't have to be in a big grandiose way, but again, with the Jupiter and the Leo energy here, it's weird. It could be as simple and as humble as like just you just putting on whatever it is that you want to wear, but you do it in a very classy and elegant way, but it's very vibrant and pops out. But it's you being unafraid to just be you, stick to you, do what you're meant to do, what you know it is, and not afraid to just show it. And that's really awakening others when they see you here, because it makes them think like, shoot, like what am I even like truly working? Am I even like really putting in the effort like that, all that I could be doing? All the actual like I'm actually thinking it out, like am I going about it, like I said earlier, a pragmatic way, like actually like grounding it and actually like making the choice. Again, like the Lovers here is always a card about choice, the choice to actually be aligned with my values, and go after it is what I want. Getting here that there's someone here who's very like in alignment with that, and then that's triggering others who like aren't, and they're like, holy shit, like this person does it so naturally. It's awakening. Again, Jupiter, it's about expanding the mind, about like you could go like other places, upper bigger tiers that you never could have fathomed before. Six of Wands in reverse, so this is very interesting. I'm getting here someone who couldn't have been appreciated in the community that they were once in. Maybe you had to leave it because people didn't see the value for and also next to the Lovers here reversed, you weren't being appreciated. People didn't see the value in you, and they weren't choosing love, true love. True love wasn't being chosen here. Take that however it resonates for you. True love in some way, shape, or form by some party wasn't being chosen here. So it really awakened something when they realized, oh shit, like something wasn't being seen for what it was, for its true beauty. With Six of Wands reversed, you could have been very proud of an accomplishment, but it couldn't have been seen by others. Or been widely recognized by none other than just yourself. You're like, wow, I like actually achieved a lot in my life. I actually like got somewhere. I'm finally making money. Possibly could have like undergone like a health rejuvenation treatment, recovery, gone sober, or a lot of mental health advancements. You could have achievements you could have made, or strides. Or just in general, maybe in life in general, you achieved a lot of goals, but it seems to have not been recognized or appreciated by someone very close around you in that regard. So you had to like step out away from a certain community because that was the only option that was available to benefit you and to actually like keep your life going, at all. Because why would you stick in a place if you're surrounded by people who just don't see you for who you are, or not seeing as the work that you're doing as something valuable, as something worth recognizing, and it's not like you have to be placed on a pedestal all the time, but it's like, again, like it's no way to live a life if you are the only one truly recognizing your own achievement. You have to be surrounded by a good support system. So I feel like someone was opened their eyes to that here, and then had to stick to their values and do something about it. Two of Wands, yeah, definitely had to make a decision. They said either left or right. Am I going to choose this or that way? And they sought out, their values. They actually had to sit down and like get real with like their values and what they were going to do next about it, and actually make a move. So that could be you, that could have been you in the past, and like how you got here to this point where you're so aligned with self-love. Or that could be the way that, again, like other people, when they awaken to the fact that like, maybe I should like get in a better place, be surrounded by things that beget more beneficial things, more abundance surrounding me, like not being in such a bad vibe. Like, why would you want to be around like, it's funny because like there's this phrase that I've been hearing in my head over and over again like the past few weeks, and it's like, life really ain't that bad if you don't have someone like just yapping in your ear telling you that it ain't. Like, life can really be a dream, really be quite simple or easy. It can be whatever you want it to be, but as long as you don't have someone right next to you in your ear, or someone like in the vicinity going like, oh, life's supposed to be terrible, like I fucking hate this, and I fucking like, you don't want to be in that community, girl. Like, you don't want to be surrounded by it. It's about like So you possibly had to make a choice or a decision like, do I want to be in this place or do I want to be in this place? So you had to decide for yourself and then spiritually make that decision. Let's get just a couple more cards here. King of Swords reversed. Yeah, something here definitely about like lying to oneself or like not listening to the inner call for truth, inner clarity. Or this could have been actually, you know what King of Swords reversed also is? So this is negative Libra energy. So this is very like gossipy, very I'm also getting like immature air energy. So like someone who could have been again in your circle or your community who you have now left, um who could have used things against you or gossip against you or slander against you. um King of Swords, not willing to hear the truth. I just heard that's the energy for this card. So it's about like those could have been the people surrounding you not willing to see you for who you were. They were probably jealous of you, probably just wanted to bring you down. Or maybe that could have been, I'm not going to say you, but like what is the energy? How do I want to word this? It's like you, it was hard for you to actually make the decision or make the move or into again intellectualizing it. Like I actually had to put it in your brain. I actually had to make sense for you in order to like make the next step in your life or bring you to the place where you're at now. So it was about like seeing the truth of a situation to where like maybe you had to awaken to that, to where you were like, these people really don't have the best interest in me, so I need to get out of here. Pay attention, stick to my self-worth, like actually expand that within you, that big heart chakra energy. Someone here has a big beautiful heart, and someone people around them just took advantage of it and just couldn't appreciate that. But you saw that in others, and that's why you up leveled yourself, and that's why now it's triggering either these people who you left behind are the ones who could be triggered by you, or just people in general who just aren't really up and on it. And I get it. Like you could have been once in that place in your life where you were jealous of others or may not have gotten it fully in your head. It may not have like made sense to you. But now that you are actually like in your spiritual bag here, like you're in yourself, you know thyself, know your worth, you're centering yourself now a lot more. And good job on that. Your spirit team is like saying good job on that. Seeing things for what it is. Now you can better like assess who and who's not for you, better discernment. uh they're giving you tens on that, doing much better on that. So definitely big theme here on the self values and also listening to yourself and also making that call. So I'm really proud of you and really happy that you're out of that situation, because that sounds like really nasty, horrible situation. Let's get one last card. Seven of Pentacles reversed. So I'm getting here, it could have been really hard for you. You could have been going back and forth with it and really living, because you were living life a certain way, and it could have been hard for you to where you're like, okay, I've made so much progress up to this point. Should I like start doing it a different way, or like something about an investment in something that you could have thought maybe was bad, or there was a point where you stopped and you really had to look and be like, okay, I'm really doing something wrong here. There's a point where I have to turn this boat around. Like that was me whenever like about a year ago I made the decision to go sober. um so I congratulate anybody who is on their journey, even if you're 1 day or just 30 minutes into sobriety. Like, good on you. Congratulate you on that decision, and I wish nothing but the best for you, for health and for luck and for peace, most of all, on your healing journey. But definitely someone here who could have like really, it was hard for them to make that turnaround decision because their values, the lifestyle that they were living, it was hard for them to really weigh it out on the scales and really, make that move, because it's about investment here, the investment of a lifestyle or choices. Again, money here, because that's again you're spending on whatever. Energy is also what do you call it, a currency. So be very mindful of the energy that you invest in other people when you're talking to them, arguing with them. Who are you going to argue with? uh, Things like that, choices like that had to be made. And I'm sorry, here my legs getting a little numb because I'm sitting on the floor. But anyways, yeah, Seven of Pentacles reversed, about like you had to assess those core values and make a final move where you're like, all right, maybe I was looking at this the wrong way, and just get real. Or again, like I said, now that you're actually turning things around, someone here is really like up and at it to like really like, oh yeah, I'm expanding here. Someone heavy on the heart chakra, sunlight, just all that big green, beautiful, abundant emerald heart chakra. But again, sunlight, also the solar plexus. Having the confidence to stick true to you and decide that too and say it too with the throat chakra here. So big on just centering yourself, um, and going out about it, but sticking true to you. Is really opening some eyes and opening some minds here for not only you, but also those around you. So I'm going to finish off the reading here by getting a few of my own personal oracle cards that I've written on here. Just getting 3 random ones for some messages to finish off the video for you lovely people today. So we've got here first quarter moon, waxing, Aries energy. Young woman manifests ideas and thoughts, applying action to move them toward fruition. So actually applying action, that big waxing, gaining momentum energy, again, that I was talking about. And we've got 150 degrees, quincunx, or an inconjunct aspect in astrology. No relationship, there's a need for adjustment, a need to adjust, a change in attitude, habit, or behavior. So there's basically no relationship, no divine, basically connection at all. Something had to have changed or moved because there's basically something, but there's nothing at the same time. It wasn't flowing, but it wasn't direct conflict. It was just like awkward. And then we've got Saturn in Gemini or the 3rd house, learn to communicate as well as listen. So definitely big here with the Lovers reversed because that is Gemini energy, about someone here awakened to the need to make a decision, to actually intellectualize something and actually either cut someone off or say something, make a move to align with what you value, what you wish to surround yourself with, and what you wish to, the life that you wish to create for yourself. So this could be your past, present, or future energy. So I'm getting, if you, like I said at the beginning of the video, I feel like it's triggering something here. Either within yourself if you're currently going through this big spiritual upgrade, or other people if you really feel like you're in an abundant place and this is like your recent past. Definitely you're at a place here where it's starting to get things moving all around you. So it's benefiting everyone. Mutualism. What's that other word in, what is it? It's a mutualistic relationship. In like science class, I feel like in biology, when like 2 like animals benefit each other by the relationship that they naturally have, like scientifically in biology, it's like that, but spiritually. Here is like the way that you're naturally taking care of yourself and aligning with yourself. It's naturally gonna align to everything the fuck around you. It's gonna trigger people to heal within themselves whenever you heal yourself, or just adjust. And it's like making little adjustments, little decisions to just either, whether it is like I said personally, the steps that I took was, again, like I said, getting sober, cutting out social media, cutting off people in my life, even people I've known for a very long time. Things like that, whether they're big, little, small decisions. I started by like cutting out social media or just deciding for myself, hey, this isn't like, or deciding just inside myself. I didn't even have to say it out loud, just thinking like, this doesn't sit right with me. So I don't, how long do I really want to sit in this energy? I don't want to sit around these people who are making me feel like shit, or like being on this web page or this social media app that makes me feel like shit. Nah, just go off of it. You know, like sometimes that's the best thing to do. So I feel like that's basically the message for you guys here, is that your worldview is expanding and others people's are too, by the way that you are caring for yourself, the alignments that you're making, something here again about the adjustments you're making. Good on that. Your spirit team is really congratulating you for when things felt awkward or strange, you really pulled through and you pushed through. And they're saying they're gonna give you your flowers very soon if you haven't already, and they're appreciating you. They're giving you applause. They're kissing you, thanking you, like hugging you, for just listening and for trying, and for again being intellectual and putting your head in the game. It's all about like again intellectualizing, and from there you can make decisions that change your life, that to do a full 180 and bring you closer to your goals, places higher than you could have ever imagined. My name is Genie, guys, and I love you all. I'm sending you the best of peace, light, love, and energy because the world needs more of it. And I can't wait to see you guys next time on YouTube for another video. Bye, guys.